Welcome to Life Beyond Earth. Why relax after a long day when you can dive into some of the most thrilling, jaw-dropping places that seem to defy the laws of nature? Today, we're exploring 20 of the riskiest and most unbelievable homes in the world. From cliff-hanging mansions to volcanic slopes, these homes will make you ask, what if you lived here? A tech billionaire's cliffside mansion. How about a sleek, futuristic house hanging off a cliff? Think Tony Stark's mansion from Iron Man, but scarier. Imagine waking up every morning to stunning ocean views, while also wondering, what if gravity stops playing nice? This home belongs to a billionaire who clearly isn't afraid of heights. But why build a house in such a dangerous place? Is the beauty worth the risk? Would you feel safe living here? Let us know your thoughts. The Hanging Temple in China. Next, let's talk about something truly ancient and awe-inspiring, the Hanging Temple in China. Built 1,500 years ago, it clings to a cliff 246 feet above the ground. Here's the twist, this isn't just a temple. It combines three philosophies, Taoism, Buddhism, and Confucianism. But why build it so high up? Maybe it's for peace, or maybe it's to avoid floods and enemies. Either way, it stood the test of time. What if the beams holding it suddenly gave way? Don't worry, they're made of sturdy oak drilled deep into the rock. Would you dare visit this marvel? Homes near volcanoes. Why would anyone live near a volcano? On Mount Merapi in Indonesia, some people have no choice. It's one of the most active volcanoes in the world. Back in 2010, it erupted, forcing 40,000 people to flee their homes. But here's the question, what if the volcano erupted again? Life here is a daily gamble, yet these brave people continue to rebuild and live on its slopes. Would you take that risk? The Kaki Pillar Church in Georgia. Imagine climbing a towering limestone pillar just to reach your home, or, in this case, a church. The Kaki Pillar in Georgia has a tiny church perched over 130 feet high, built nearly 1,300 years ago. Here's the kicker, only monks are allowed to climb it now. Every day, they risk their lives to perform prayers. But why go through so much trouble for a place of worship? Perhaps it's a test of faith, or courage. Would you climb this? 6. Treehouses of the Korowai tribe. What if your house was built high up in the trees, not for fun, but for survival? The Korowai tribe in Indonesia builds homes 15 meters off the ground to avoid wild animals, insects, and evil spirits. Why do they believe evil spirits stay on the ground? It's a part of their unique culture and traditions. But what if these treehouses fell? These homes may look fragile, but they're built with amazing skill. Could you live this high up? Falling water house. What if you could live right on top of a waterfall? Well, back in 1935, a famous American architect named Frank Lloyd Wright made this dream a reality. He designed Falling Water, a house nestled deep within the Appalachian Mountains in Pennsylvania. It's not just a house, it's a masterpiece that blends architecture with nature. Imagine waking up to the sound of rushing water every morning. But why would anyone want to build a home like this? Wright believed that homes shouldn't fight against nature but flow with it. And while Falling Water is stunning, it's a good thing this trend didn't catch on. Could you imagine dozens of houses cluttering up the world's waterfalls? Let's keep the beauty of nature intact. 8. The Principality of Sealand. What if you could create your own country? Sounds wild, right? In 1967, a man named Paddy Roy Bates did exactly that. He claimed an old British military platform in the North Sea and declared it the Principality of Sealand. But how did he manage to hold on to this tiny country? Believe it or not, Bates and his family even fended off mercenaries trying to take over. Today, Sealand is not officially recognized as a nation, but it's still a fascinating symbol of independence and creativity. What if you could make your own micronation? Would you? The Cliff Village. Now let's climb, literally, to a place known as the Cliff Village in China's Sichuan province. Why would anyone live on the side of a 2,600-foot cliff? For generations, the villagers here lived in isolation, climbing precarious wooden ladders to reach their homes. But how do they get up and down now? In 2016, the local government replaced the rickety ladders with a safer steel staircase, with over 2,500 steps. It's an incredible sight, and today it's become a popular tourist destination. Still, can you imagine climbing down, only to realize you left your wallet at home? What would you do? Maldives bungalows. How about living above the ocean in paradise? The Maldives, an archipelago in the Indian Ocean, is famous for its dreamy overwater bungalows. But did you know that the Maldives is also the world's lowest-lying nation? Rising sea levels due to climate change could make 80% of the islands uninhabitable by 2050. Why is this happening? And what if these beautiful islands disappear? This is a stark reminder of how fragile our planet is. So, how can we protect these wonders of the world? It starts with understanding and acting on the effects of climate change. the floating homes of Lake Titicaca. Ever wondered how people live on water? On Lake Titicaca, the Uros people have been crafting floating islands out of reeds for generations. But why reeds? They're lightweight, renewable, and perfect for creating these unique homes. Today, the floating islands are a mix of tradition and modern convenience, with solar panels and motorboats. But what if this ancient way of life were to vanish? Thankfully, tourism has helped preserve their culture. Could you see yourself living on a floating island? Well, the world's loneliest house. Finally, what if you lived in the middle of nowhere? On a remote island in Iceland sits a tiny house known as the world's loneliest house. Why is it there? Built in 1953, it was used by puffin hunters who wanted a quiet retreat. But who lives there now? No one, actually. It's reserved for a hunting association, and the isolation makes it perfect for anyone wanting to escape the world. What would you do if you had this entire island to yourself? Norway's vanishing coastline. What if the ground beneath your home suddenly disappeared? That's exactly what happened in Norway when a massive landslide dragged 8 homes straight into the sea. Imagine waking up to your house sinking into water. Luckily, no one was hurt, only 2 people were in the area, as these homes were mostly vacation cabins. But what caused this 800-meter-long landslide? That's still a mystery. And here's the craziest part, a dog was swept away but managed to survive. How? It swam back to shore and was rescued by helicopter. Could extreme weather and climate change be making these disasters more common? Why does nature sometimes seem so unpredictable? 15. Slovenia's secret castle in a cave. What if your home came with a hidden tunnel? Welcome to Pređima Castle in Slovenia, the largest cave castle in the world. This medieval fortress is built right into the mouth of a massive cave. The castle even has a secret tunnel that was once used to escape during attacks. Just imagine living in a place surrounded by natural rock walls, with the sound of a cave river echoing below. But why would someone choose to live in such a mysterious and rugged location? The answer lies in its perfect natural defense. Today, the castle isn't home to knights or princesses, it's a hotspot for filmmakers and even weddings. 16. The hanging houses of Cuenca, Spain. What if your balcony hung over the edge of a cliff? In Cuenca, Spain, the hanging houses have clung to the edge of a gorge for centuries. Built in the 15th century and restored in the 1920s, these homes were designed to maximize space in a city surrounded by steep cliffs. Would you dare to stand on one of those wooden balconies? Or would the thought of looking straight down make your legs wobble? At the cliffside sanctuary in Italy. How about a home carved into the side of a mountain? That's the Santuario Madonna della Corona in Italy, perched over 2,000 feet above sea level. Built on a narrow rock ledge, it looks like it's floating in midair. Why would anyone build a place here? It was originally a retreat for monks seeking solitude and silence. Today, it's a popular pilgrimage site where people come to reflect and marvel at its beauty. But here's the big question, how do you even get there? The only way is by climbing a steep, narrow path. Talk about commitment, Florence's old bridge with a secret. Finally, let's visit the Ponte Vecchio in Florence, Italy. This isn't just a bridge, it's a mini village with shops and a hidden history. What if you could walk from one palace to another without stepping into the streets below? That's what the powerful Medici family did. They built a secret corridor above the shops to avoid mingling with the common folk. Why? To stay safe and, let's be honest, to keep their shoes clean from the muddy streets below. So, what if you had to live in one of these places? Which one would you choose? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through some of the world's most unusual homes, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Life Beyond Earth for more amazing stories about the wonders of our planet. And remember, sometimes, the most extraordinary places aren't just about where they are but why they were built. See you next time.